fort because it's not being looked after. Alright, this war could get messy, but it often does when I'm in charge. Just hope the Moroccans don't cause me too many issues this time around, but I declared war on the other individual now. There we go. Get to work. And what was that? My subject, the Pope, called Crusade on Tunis. That's quite useful, except I already declared the war, so it's quite useless. Except for the Crusade modifier that I'm about to get, that's kind of good. This fort will be gone in one tick, which is good. These guys are a bit sandwiched and helpless, which is not good, so let's get some backup for them. Backup, which again I left without a general because I'm pretty bad at this game. Kef down and out. Tunis goes next. A little unsure who's going to win between me and you in a one-on-one, or if it's even worth fighting, but whatever. You can get some backup. So yeah, because these are Moroccan cores, papal coring is now stopped. Right, what has Poland done to deserve such coalition madness? I don't know, but he's allied with Russia. So maybe he thinks he's going to be okay. Probably has every reason to think you'll be okay with that. Okay. We're looking alright. 2 more years until the wheel comes and kicks me. Are privateering ships in dock meant to give PP? No, they're not. Huh. Yeah, I thought we'd fixed that. Maybe it got unfixed. It's been known to happen. Alright. Disease. Not looking so good. These guys are getting surrounded. At least give them some backup, even if it doesn't have a general, because I'm pretty bad at remembering that. And here comes the Catamanese, which I neglected to even remember. Alright, well, at least Tunis is falling like a sack of rubbish. Honestly, I want that for me, and I want this for Pope Boy. To at least connect his lands up. Many people won't be happy with me doing that. Oh, wow. The, overall, the Muslim world will be very unhappy at me doing that. Probably mostly comes from taking that province there. Should I worry so much about it? My gut feeling is nah. Nah. I mean, Tlemcen won't exist much longer. Morocco and Tunis is truce. Mamluks is bleh. So no, I'd rather not care about that. It's a lot to demand, but hey, we'll be fine, probably. We got these forts. I want you guys to move over here so I have a unified force. I don't really want to care about that fort at all. I need to protect my units here. Okay, good. You're going down now. Shame about Timbuktu's involvement. It's going to make it kind of difficult just to annex you outright, because you'll be like, no, no, I have friends. Just bored there, alright. Let's get these guys together. And now they have an actual leader, even if he's a bit gash. Jake, don't forget about the Gress expansion from Tlemcen too. Aye, it'll be okay. If it's just the Muslim world. then why worry? Besides, everybody's busy with some other coalition. Okay, Tlemceni troops, you need to die. He's probably going to get away from there before I get to him, so we'll just force crush him. And we just comb our way across. Do I worry about Karaman? Well, not really. The Pope can go and deal with him. Oh my god, that's him. I thought the minty colour was the Ottomans. You got me there, Jake. What? You're making no sense. Alright, let's face it, Tlemcen. You're down and out. You're yesterday's news. My boats are yesterday's news as well. I should really start caring a bit more about my navy, but I just have these Carracks running around not really knowing what to do. For one, I should upgrade them, but I threw all my money away. I'm not too bitter about that, I'm just really, really bitter about that. Yeah, these guys should fall down easy. Bit of a shame that the crusade was called against Tunis, honestly. Couldn't use the CB, and all in all just came a bit late. I mean, they've beaten up Austria, but that's not even what they're getting coalition for, right? I think it's because they ate a bunch of land from the Teutons, maybe? Who knows what they've done or why they've done it, but we do know they're going to be facing the music for it. Right, I get nice, cheap ideas for change. And we will finally invest in them, so my infantry isn't utter garbage. Right, Tunis has simply ran away now, probably for good reason, but I got a lot of eating of nations to do here. Now, I would love to just end this, but wah, my friend Timbuktu will save me, he says, and I say how? Now, I do have a way to him. I could siege him out. His tech is rubbish, so these guys could go and floor him. But I should also get rid of Morocco from this whole war. Don't want or need anything from him. And his capital is... where exactly? Oh, it's on a fortified province. That makes things a little less simple. Still, not insurmountable. Don't be fooled by that wasteland. Oh, I can even fight him here, that's pretty useful. Then again, I'd rather definitely fight him because I think he'd make it out of there before me. Bitter Craven's not the best, but he's the best we can have at this point. Alright, get in there. Oh wow, feels good to not be rubbish for a change. Feels damn good. Get over there. There's still that island fort on the east of Tunis. Not sure I care that much about it. I mean, I could get to work on it. He's certainly not going to want to peace out whilst he has two reasonably strong allies in the war, though. Pope is doing what he can, which is nice, but still don't think it's going to be enough. And this ended up so much messier than it had to be, courtesy of those rebels in Fez. Well. Let's go and show them what we're made of our finally competent army. Oh, that's lovely. Just slaughter them. It's costing me a lot of money, but that's okay. We actually have money. I could not annex the guy, but that would go against my code. I mean, after what he did, he has to die. And this unit's probably enough to take on Timbuktu. And now the coalition is just melting, which is kind of a shame. It seemed pretty exciting. Well, different people have different ideas of exciting. Okay. The Poles probably didn't want it that much. Head on down, let's deal some damage to these guys. And I could at least place that one under siege. After scunnering his navy. Looks like they're yo-yoing coalition there. They don't know what to do. Good. Just one guy on there will be enough to make him think, oh, this isn't good. And I shouldn't leave the rest of my units just dangling around here so easy to destroy. I'll get them over to Dara. And you guys help with these blockades. What music pack is this all from? This is from the EU Rome OST, which is something I use quite a lot. Because it's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Well, I mean, you can hear it. You know how good it is. Face it, Morocco, your goose is cooked here. Get out of this war so I can eat people. Sheikh, why not occupy Bursk? How did I miss you? No joking, I simply did not see that province. This old coot is still keeping on going, thank God, because he's the reason we can continue to tech up. I will hit that keeping him button, but I'm going to wait for him to potentially die, because I think he could die at this point. Now, what are you guys trying to do? I think you're going to worm your way around here and give me a headache. Especially because I'm busy trying to take this other stuff. They might even snipe that 7 stack, which is not ideal. Yeah, honestly, I could make a reasonable peace with you, but I don't want a reasonable peace. I want these guys extremely dead. And I think if I get this fort, then that's the end of your story. In the meantime, let's just make the horrible atrocious route along Tawat. And actually see Timbuktu. Maybe they made it to the money cap and I can beat some out of them. I see Jake is doing terrible things against North Africans. To have to be sat at what the hell? You're making everything wrong there. Okay, Quetta is down. That might be enough to get you out of this war. Almost is, but isn't quite. Some more occupations would be enough. This, for example. In 2 months, should have you out of this war. It's a bit unfortunate that they are doing other things to me here, but... Looks like he's going to get a province or two taken back in his own name. It should be okay, though. Certainly won't be the end of the world for me. Alright, so our magnificent leader leads us yet again, even in his 70s. Oh, he's doing the Noble Rebels defense. That old nugget. Okay, now I've landed in Timbuktu, but I should probably try to slaughter his capital. I only brought 5 cannons, sadly. Jake, please send the Pope to Mali. It's tempting. It's very tempting. Okay, now you really don't want to be in this war anymore. I want your money. I want a lot of your money, because I lost a bunch of my own. And I probably don't want you being friends with Tunis anymore, because that's been causing me issues. That seems pretty good for everyone, right? I mean, I could always demand a bit more. But those military access things don't bother me at all. Yeah, that seems reasonable. So, with you gone, I can't quite make super peace with you. However, the Pope is trying to get Kataman out of this war, which is very respectable. I am glad for that. So, how about you guys reunite over here? Or Fez? No, over by the coast, better supply limits. And... hang on, you aren't one of those... Alright, you guys get together in Fez then. Lovely. And the Pope's coring can resume here. It'll resume a lot better if we actually get this land occupado. So you don't want any of this. But come on, are you sure you want your land taken away from you this forcefully? I don't think you do. Perhaps you guys could go over there. The supply limit's kind of nice this time of year. And then you guys head over. Alright, so far so not bad, except the wheel is about to spin and I'll have to capitulate in a war if it lands on something really cruel. That is probably the cruelest thing I have. At least at this point. How's the bear doing? We simply don't know. But, I mean, they haven't annexed Transoceania, so I should be grateful for that at the very least. Curse them and their berserk AI. I don't want out yet, but... and I would hate to capitulate to you. Being at war when the wheel can spin is a dangerous, dangerous thing. Is the bear a great power? Thank goodness they are not. Right, Timbuktu, they won't want out of this anytime soon, but you know, as long as I pass through the wheel with no issues, then I can keep this war going for as long as I really want. Yemen won't be happy about this, but I want to strike Yemen as soon as I can. They're also in a war, so why worry about it? That's probably the cleverest thing he could have done in his situation, is attack me in Egypt. Okay, but Kataman's... the fort is down, but not a capital. I would want your money as well, let's be honest. Alright, end of the year. It's all over for you. Jake Wheel is coming up. Yes, it is. I think we're ready for it. Oh! Didn't expect that, but he was actually over in Corfu. Good job, you. Alright, let's eat that wheel. What's it got for us? Hopefully nothing too horrible. But that's... yeah, now we get reminded of the last truly terrible thing it did. We lost over 4,000 ducats giving all of our money to the Pope. And what did the Pope do with it? He built a fort where he needed a core. Still, Let's spin it round again and see what happens. There's plenty of bear buffs on this now, which I'm using all the bear summon power for. It's not really early by this point, but remove all positive traits from your current ruler. Okay, I was wondering if that one would ever appear. So we have a couple of really good ones, Architectural Visionary and Charismatic Negotiator, and we have to remove them. So is it remove trait? So remove trait, personality, Okay, well, let's try the other one because we have it tooltipped right now. Charismatic Negotiator. Ah, man. I may have spelled something wrong, or I just didn't get it right. Or is it just Charismatic Negotiator? Aha, there we go. And the other one is Architectural Visionary. Alright. Now they're gone. I get 2 new traits. I'm glad I spent all my money making those buildings, right? Alright, when Timbuktu's capital is gone, that'll be them out. Cataman's a different story. Don't like him getting all these easy occupations on me, but... Alright, we got a Silver Tongue. And I think we'll get another one next time. Silver Tongue ain't so bad. Okay, Timbuktu is down and out. So of course they want out of this war. Not before I take all their money, of course. Give me these war reparations, and... You were allied with the other guy. Okay, well... It's the end of the story for him anyway, so... I have no interest in this land. Wouldn't mind getting some extra anything from you. But it's probably not worth the costs. Nah. We like Timbuktu. We'll just take his money, and all of his money. So there we go. That means we've got 99 war score on you, which means you're gone. Not for me, of course, though. To the Pope. Although I could just take it for me and then gift it to the Pope. Yeah, I could do subject diddly-doos. Taking your money, of course. Don't know where you got all that money. Probably some leaking out to the Pope earlier on. And you don't deserve other cores for what you did to me. Lovely. You know, especially the money part. And then it's you. Oh, right. Plemsy still had some units there. Now they're separatists. I wonder if Tuniz would fight them for me. I wonder if anybody at this point would fight them for me. Midas touched. Very fitting. That's me to the T. I want my units back over there so they can actually do something, even if they're my regulars. Get on with it. There. Now Romagna, we can get you converted, which is rather nice. Oh, I should invest in being the Pope. I was sitting on some points here for no good reason. Some stability is always nice. Mercantilism is also really nice. Hell, everything's really damn nice for me. But it's hard to argue with stability. That one saves us points, the other things do not. These guys are far out of water, so they're not really contributing much to anything painful, thankfully. Fairly certain if you would just place his capital under siege. Okay, I get a cheaper dip rep guy. Which is... Hang on, I thought I got a cheaper dip rep guy. Did I completely misread the situation? Ah, no, it was you. Tuscan, Catholic. Expensive, sure, but I actually have money. It was you, right? Yeah, why not? Could even promote him higher if I wanted to. Honestly, I should be spending a bit more on my advisors by this point. Maybe when they die. Did you move the stack in Timbuktu back? Of course I did. See? Alright, you know what, clean these guys up and then we'll get Karaman out of this war. This has been dragging us for way too long. I need to go and slaughter Yemen. Hunj won't join in. Timurids will. We don't know what's up with the Timurids though. I do know that the Ottomans are cleaning up house though against Karakayunlu, as are Ajam. Let's just leave behind a couple of nobodies to clean this up and deal with the remnants of you. France no longer considers Ottoman's arrival as worrying. France still like me, but we can't be sure how long that's going to last, since we're no longer in the same sides of the Watsits. And let's not have a repeat of last time, shall we? Tafilati separatists, no thank you. Yeah, it's more like it. Could chase you down, but really I'm just here to get Karaman out of this cursed war. As expected. He knows it's all downhill from here, so please stop being... Well, it's tempting to take a province off of you. I mean, I could take this province and give it to Lebanon, for example. You know, just for an example. Many people won't like me for it, but maybe it's for the better that I teach you a lesson. Oh hey, you guys can deal with this. No need for you guys to go out of your way there. Morocco getting slapped by Portugal now. Or maybe it'll go the other way around, we don't know yet. I do know that I don't want these guys causing me issues though. I see the rebel strats are still strong. Okay, I mentioned it earlier and I didn't really act on it enough, but I need to work on my navy a lot more. I need a better fleet, more trade ships, and I'm close to my limit anyway. I need more naval capacity. I'm sure I got a lot out of Lucca back when that was actually mine. Fantastic, everybody's doing their jobs. Fairly certain taking this land from Karaman is going to cause an uproar. But we'll take it anyway because we can. 7%, now is the time for it to work for me. No, instead we get disease outbreak and a bad event. It's worth it, 200 ducats just to sit on that siege for a wee bit longer. Again, these guys can help deal with that. Just need to clean up this war so I can get on with my life. Has Brandenburg cored Lucca yet? No, no they have not. I also don't think it has rebelled, which is a shame for me. Alright, we're holding together here.